I'm talking about ethereal fame. Somebody with ethereal fame has saw your work and they've weighed your heart, and now they want the world to see this. This could be on. So yes, I do believe that there are some spiritual, that you do have some spiritual gifts that were passed down. I don't feel like they're active or activated. I feel like you have to go somewhere, but it's something in your bloodline. I feel like it's something about the priesthood, because the Hierophant is coming out. So it's a male figure who has a gift that they've passed down to 5 of you. So it's like 5 of you in your family who have had this gift, but nobody is utilizing this gift or knows how to activate it. But y'all have to go back to the blood or go back home to the roots. So wherever your bloodline is, like, you have to go back to that particular place to activate it or to learn more about it so that you can use it more. So yes, you do. 5 of your family members do. But you just have to use it or activate it. After a season, yes, after a particular season. So you're getting the High Priestess coming out reversed. That could mean a lot of things, but this is just showing me like nunnery, like nuns. So it's like, don't let that like be a bad thing, but it's kind of like you have to go through some solitude first. You have to go through some refining, and then a knight in shining armor. So there is somebody, potentially a water sign, that's going to come in. I feel like whoever this is that you're gonna marry, they're going to have to grow up first. But I'm also feeling that you may actually have the child before the marriage. So that's something else that I'm getting, because I see the baby first. So maybe you'll have the baby and then you'll have marriage. Yes, we all have purpose. It's just a matter of figuring out what it is. You do have purpose. It's locked right now, so it feels like it has to be unlocked. So remember when I said there's something about an activation? All of this is rooted in your bloodline. It's rooted in your blood, in your DNA. So yes, with the locksmith, it's like you have to go through a series of things to unlock that. And with the skeleton, it has something to do with ancestry, with your foundation, with your blood, with your family tree, your roots. So yeah, you just have to be disciplined. So you might find fall to be a bit of a trying season, a cutoff season where you have to cut somebody off or cut things off that no longer serves you, especially toxic masculinity, toxic males, especially when it comes to your work or at your job or even in love. So this feels like a very trying fall for you, because I feel like sudden changes are going to maybe keep you in your head a lot. I'm getting the 7 of Swords. That's like betrayal being coming out. So you may experience some kind of betrayal, but it's mostly feeling like in love. It doesn't feel like a big deal. Mostly feels like a big shock. But to be honest with you, I feel like you already know this is coming, because the High Priestess is coming out reversed as well. So there might be something that you're ignoring, but you're not. And I'll say that if there's something you've been ignoring, especially in love, you won't be able to ignore it anymore this fall. Message is mostly coming intuitively. So, but I'm feeling like not yet. Don't do it yet. In 3 months' time, then you can give him another chance. So 3 months. Try it again. You can go in 3 months. He's not ready yet. Go in 3 months, he'll be ready. 3 months. I know this is going to sound real basic, and this has many, many layers, which this question does have many, many layers. It's going to have to, it's probably going to take you a very long time to uncover those layers, but on a more basic level, like on a more mundane level, the fear that you're not facing or that either you're afraid to face is some kind of change. Being uprooted or somebody being uprooted from you. New environments, just big change that maybe, will uproot you from certain truths or certain belief systems, because it's also a fear of truth in there as well, of deep-seated truth, like the real truth, not no basic level truth. And that's how I know that's true. That's a confirmation in the background. So yeah, we on point. It's the truth. Your fate in the distant realms is still unknown because you still have work to do here. So I can't really show you or give you what your fate is because it's ever changing all the time, until your work here is complete. But as far as this realm, temptation is your fate. This could be good, this could be bad, but temptation could either lead you to something great or it could lead you down a path. Either way, temptation is the fate, and it's going to lead you down a particular path. It'll be good. Your guys want you to know that you're not a punching bag and you're not weak. So refuse to be used is the primary card they want to give you. Pull away from your fears and refuse to be a victim. Don't be a victim anymore. Regardless of what happened, you're not a victim of that circumstance. You're a victor of that circumstance. So get rid of victim mentalities wherever that may be in your life. Get rid of that. Start working on that. That'll be your shadow work. Got the sun. It came out reversed, which means that you are already financially okay. Maybe you're just not seeing it yet. So the sun in either direction is good. So I feel like once you come to some realization of how to spend your money or how to budget, how to plan or something along those lines, you'll figure it out. But within 6 months, I'm seeing, but yeah, you got the sun. So you're just not seeing that you're financially okay yet, but you'll see it soon. Yes, you are. And they gave you a 3 again. 1, 2, 3. So they're confirming, yeah, that's me. Potentially a Libra, grandmother energy. But yes. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have to move. So you're going to have to come up with your down payment and stuff and your, all of that good stuff. But I do feel like I'm hearing separation. So something's going to separate you from that location so you can move to a new location. But you're going to have to invest in that new location. So start getting your funds in order. Oh, no, never, zilch, nada. I can't. It's no hope in these cards for that. No. Your family don't like him. They see him, the pain he caused or something like that. They view him in a very negative light. They've already made their judgment. He's already dead to them. Like, the judgment has been cast, period. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Yeah, he's secretive. He have too many secrets. He's a scorpion. He's a snake. Like, they have already cast their judgment on him. So whatever he's done, they are never, I don't want to say never, but from what I'm seeing right now, he gonna have to work a miracle. And I'm talking about turn water into wine miracle to mend whatever it is. But I'm hearing it's because, like, that's your family. They love you. So of course they're going to feel this way. So I don't know what happened, but it just feels like they have every right to feel that way. All right, sis. So your ancestors want you to know that maybe y'all need to take a break from the passion, the sex. Okay, I'm going to just keep it real with you. Take a break from the sex because I feel like the sex might be clouding your judgment of what it is that you really want, because I feel like it's something that's amiss. Okay, that's what they just told me. Something is amiss. You already know this. You already feel this. But the sex, you see your face right here? Like, it's hard to hear around that time. So yeah. Okay, so this is what's going on. So yeah, I do see it being, it needs work, of course, as all relationships do, but there's some issues with working together as a team. I feel like the issue is that this person just wants you to go with the flow, but don't just go with the flow. So you definitely have to insert yourself into this situation and implement your boundaries and stuff like that, because going with the flow will ultimately get you drugged. So your decision to take a break from sex is good. That was the confirmation, like, yes. That's why they were confirming that, because it has been clouding your judgment a little bit. And if these things are worked on, then I do see a future here. But if he just wants you to go with the flow, then that's not going to happen. So it definitely needs some work. It needs a lot of work. So I got a message. I'm hearing a direct message from this entity, this spirit, the Reaper. as you say. They're basically saying that it's in your mind. It has a lot to do with mental. You're limiting yourself, which limits us. So that's the message that I just got. It's very short, very sweet. It feels like you have a lot of work to do, but you're going down like a rabbit hole right now, a spiritual rabbit hole. So I went through the tree of life to see this. So it's definitely something that's connected with your mind. And this can be many, many layers, okay? As well as the answers that you receive through the cards, many, many layers. So don't limit the spirit. Don't limit your mind. The more limits you put, the more ceilings you put, the less you can receive. Okay, so as far as grandparents concerned, three generations, grandmother, third grandmother, great grandmother could also be significant to that 3. I'm just seeing a friend, but it'll be a very close friendship, a soulmate connection. I don't see intimacy involved or anything like that. I am getting the 5 of Cups, so there might be some confusion there when it comes to intimacy. But I don't see it happening in the long run. It looks like y'all may stay away from that and can like just try to continue a friendship, or don't bring intimacy in it in order to avoid confusion in the friendship. The friendship looks solid. 100%. If you bring anything else into it, it might mess things up. So this is a confirmation. Yeah, you were right. And if you walked away and rejected this, that was good. So you did the right thing by following your intuition if you felt anything was off. So the primary message I'm getting to best navigate the situation is to wait till fall season. So I don't know what the situation is, but ultimately fall is going to be the best energy for you to get whatever it is that you want to get out of the situation, or do whatever it is that you are thinking of doing. But whatever it is, just wait until fall, because once the I'm hearing fall equinox. So after fall equinox, that's going to be the ideal time to navigate your work situation. It looks like the challenges that you are experiencing in your love life right now has something to do with separation, searching or loss, and finding it hard to separate from energies that are doing you no good. So that's the primary energy. The end of an emotional attachment may be near or is happening for you right now. So that could be the issue. So if everything feels kind of chaotic, that's because there's an ending happening in a relationship or situationship somewhere. I do feel like there's envy and deception around, and codependency that also needs to be addressed. But ultimately, this card means being trapped by desires. So that's what the challenges are that you're experiencing now in love. This sounds very simple, very cliche. You probably have heard this, but it has deep layers, deep meanings. Love is how you move towards your higher self. Ultimately, your higher self only vibrates at a frequency of love. So self-love is going to be number 1. So you have to find a balance here, because it's also saying unity. So you might have a lot of love for people outside of yourself, where the balance is you need to love yourself first. So, for example, if you love someone but they're detrimental to you, the best thing for you to do out of self-love is to cut that connection. So that's kind of the balance that you need to work on to move towards your divinity, is self-love. So yeah, I do see it coming. It looks like you may have missed out on a previous position or an opportunity or something like that, but I do see it coming. Judgment Day is happening soon. So it's a lot of good energy confirming that this is going to happen. Like the dead is being resurrected. So being unemployed, that's going to be over, and like your finances are going to come back to life. 8 of Pentacles shows a job as well. So yeah, it's coming. You just have to be patient, but I don't feel like you have to be that patient, because it may be coming sooner than later, potentially Virgo season, by the end of Virgo season, within 3 weeks. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I really like the message that they want to give you is that they'll provide for you. And don't worry about the money. I know it might be difficult. Don't worry about the position or the job or when it's coming, how it's coming. Until then, just know that you are being provided for. your needs, your wants, what it is that you're seeking, it is going to be provided to you. So the universe is going to provide that for you as well. So the universe is working on your behalf, as well as your angel ancestors and guides. So what's going on when you see the angel numbers is the breath of the cosmos. The cosmos, the universe speaking to you, is literally speaking universal language to you. So that's why you've been singing so much, my will to thy will. So this is also a manifestation card. So the universe is letting you know that it is working with you and manifesting with you, but you can't micromanage the universe. So it's kind of like, once you put it out there, let it go. And don't try so hard to figure out what the messages are. Just kind of let it be. But devotion is key. Your devotion is very potent, and that's why you're seeing the angel numbers, your devotion to your spiritual practices. And because you are walking it like you talk it, and like making your spiritual life a priority, that's why you're seeing it, because the universe is responding back to your frequency also. So what they're telling you really is that you're not wasted. Nothing has been wasted. You haven't wasted time, energy, effort, love. You haven't wasted that on anybody. So if you're feeling like this is a waste of my time, this is a waste of my energy, it's not. Be at peace. They want you to be at peace. They want you to calm down, take a chill pill. But it is something about you starting something new. So you may have to collaborate with some people so you can reach a particular destination. In order for peace to happen, you may actually have to bring in someone to collaborate with you to help you out a little bit. But you didn't waste anything. I feel like he may be telling you the truth. Okay, so it's something about the truth being here. So I'm hearing two truths and a lie. So I feel like he's telling majority of the truth about something. The only thing that I can think of is that he might be hiding about where he lays his head, where he sleeps at, where he lives, his address, his location, who he stays with, something along those lines. So I foresee a good vibe, a good time. If there's somebody you're dating, then it's a vibe. So yeah, you're just going to enjoy some good times. I feel like you're going to shoot your shot, or somebody's going to shoot their shot at you. But somebody's finally going to speak up about how they feel about you, or you're going to do that to somebody. So I can't quite tell exactly what the cause of what's going on with your finances. But what I can say about what's going on with your finances is that you and your loved ones are safe, especially financially. If you have, they're telling me to hold your vision. So if you've recently given up on something, like given up on an idea, I feel like you should continue going with that idea. Believe in the impossible once in a blue moon. So I don't know if you did something, or work, or said a prayer, did something esoteric or spiritual around the blue moon, this last full moon. But if you did, then I feel like it's really good. Even if you didn't do much, even if you just said something out loud, or just had a daydream about something that you want to create or manifest, I feel like it's happening. So that's another thing that's going on with your finances, is that you are manifesting, you're creating right now, and it's working. Okay, so it looks like what you need to know right now is surrounding Virgo season. A lot of earth energy surrounding what it is that you need to know. So a lot of grounding, but a time to give rather than take. Right now, this Virgo season is going to be a time for you to give of your services rather than receiving. So if you're not used to being busy at work, maybe you'll be busier at work. Or if you're not used to being busy, doing anything around this time, then you'll have to be busy. So right now, you'll have to extend or offer your services, or what it is that you have. And it's kind of like you have to give a little to get a little. So yeah, give a little to get a little. So right now you may have to give of your time, energy, or effort, but if you are, prosperity lies ahead. So rest assured of that. And you and your loved ones are safe as well. So your money is good, your finances are good. And yeah. So in the future, I'm seeing your manifestations come to life. So something that you've been creating, manifesting, is actually going to come to pass. And if this has something to do with forgiveness and healing, if you're in no contact with somebody, I feel like they'll finally make contact. Y'all will have communication. If there is no communication, If you are looking for clarity on a situation that you haven't been clear on, you'll be receiving that as well. So ultimately, everything that you really kind of want or been manifesting in love is going to come to pass. I don't know exactly what that looks like for you, but you'll know. So when you see 610, it looks like that's going to be a message from behind the veil. So this is also indicative of the truth being unveiled, a lot of unveilings. So when you see that, or just in general, I feel like this just means overall in your life right now, there's a lot of questions that you have, which is good. And anything unaligned must go. So what they're telling you is that the truth is inevitably going to come out, so that everything that can be removed for you to get to your highest divine good. Yeah.